Levi Standlee was born on December 7, 1823 in Missouri. He was the oldest of the 9 children that David and Catherine Boren Standlee would have. He would marry Mary Woods in 1848 in Berryville, Arkansas. They would have 7 children together. William Thomas was born in 1848 in Arkansas. In 1850, Levi and his wife and son would be living on a farm next door to his father David, his uncle Abram, and his grandfather. It is likely he helped the older men work on their farms. In October 1852, Arnold Hiram would be born in Carroll County, Arkansas. On November 15, 1854, Levi purchased 40 acres. John Thomas and his twin George William would come in January 1855 in Carroll County, Arkansas. Pleasant Levi would be born on October 2, 1858. His nickname would be Ples. Isaac Andrew came on February 2, 1860. The family would call him Vern. Bradley B. would come on February 9, 1862. He would be the last that Levi would have with Mary. Mary would pass away in 1862. It is unknown at this time if she died in childbirth or as a result of some other cause. In May of 1862, Levi would join the Confederate Army as part of the 2nd Arizona Brigade. The 2nd Arizona Brigade was really the 2nd Texas Cavalry Regiment. It was a mounted regiment made mostly of Texas volunteers. This regiment's purpose was to recapture the southwestern territories lost during the New Mexico campaign, hence the name Arizona Brigade. While the Arizona Brigade was formed to go west, it never was deployed there. The 2nd and 3rd mainly fought in Louisiana. Through the years of 1863 and 1864, the 2nd Arizona would be in the following battles: Battle of Brashear City, Battle of Sterling's Plantation, Battle of Bayou Berbero, Battle of Mansfield, Battle of Pleasant Hill, Battle of Monette's Ferry, and the Battle of Yellow Bayou. The Battle of Brashear City was part of a 2-pronged invasion of the Lafourche District. This district had been occupied by Union forces since late October 1862. The offensive was planned by Major General Richard Taylor. Taylor planned to reoccupy the district so he could then threaten New Orleans and force Major General Nathaniel Banks to divert his army to Port Hudson. The primary mission was to seize control of Brashear City and the large Union military stores within. Taylor, along with Brigadier General Alfred Mountain, attacked and captured the Union garrison at Brashear City on June 24, 1863, by way of the Teche country. A detachment of Texas cavalry from Colonel James P. Major's brigade attacked a Union position at Lafourche Crossing on June 21st and 22nd. This turned the Union's attention away from Brashear City. Although the battle was a Union victory, it served the Confederate purpose of keeping Union forces from reinforcing Brashear City. Along with the successful capture of the city, the Confederates also captured approximately $2 million of Union supplies. The Battle of Sterling's Plantation took place on September 29, 1863. This ended with the Federals losing 16 dead, 45 wounded, and 454 prisoners. Confederate losses were 26 dead, 85 wounded, and 10 missing. The Confederates also took 2 10-pounder Patriot rifle guns with casings, 2 new ambulances, 1 hospital wagon loaded with medical supplies, and all of the arms of the captured men. The prisoners were marched to Camp Ford prison camp near Tyler, Texas. The Battle of Bayou Berbero was on November 3, 1863. This was yet another Confederate victory. The Union casualties were 26 dead, 124 wounded, and 566 missing. Confederate losses were 22 killed and 103 wounded. On April 8, 1864, the Confederates would win the Battle of Mansfield. This was part of the Red River Campaign. Mansfield was chosen by Confederate commander Major General Dick Taylor as the place where he would make his stand against Nathaniel Banks's advancing Union army. The Union would lose a total of 1,000 men. The Confederates would lose a total of 2,235 killed, wounded, captured, or missing. The following day, April 9, 1864, the Battle of Pleasant Hill took place. Again, Union Major General Nathaniel P. Banks and Confederate Major General Dick Taylor pitted their forces against each other. Although the armies would be close in strength, the Union would only lose 1,369 men, while the Confederates lost about 1,626 men. The Battle of Monet's Ferry took place on April 23, 1864. Even though the Union would lose 300 men and the Confederates only lost 50 men, the battle would be a Union victory. Banks and Taylor would again clash on May 18, 1864, at the Battle of Yellow Bayou. The outcome would be inconclusive. The Union would lose 267 to 360 men, and the Confederates would lose 452 to 608 men. After the war, Levi would return to Arkansas and his family. In 1864 or 1865, Levi would marry Comfort Kernett. She was the widow of Ransom L. Patty. He would be killed in Corinth, Mississippi in 1864 during the war. Comfort and Ransom would have 4 children together. Levi's father, David, would pass away in Carroll County, Arkansas. Comfort and Levi would welcome twins Rachel Catherine and Barry Watkins on November 27, 1866. Their last child, Laura, would be born in 1867. The 1870 U.S. federal census shows Levi and his family living in Prairie, Arkansas. He would be a jobber. A jobber is a wholesaler who operated on a small scale. He must have been successful, as his personal real estate value was $1,600. That is as much as $35,545.28 in today's money. 1870 would also see the passing of his mother, Catherine, in Carroll County, Arkansas. She was living in Prairie, Arkansas with her son James, who was blind. They were just 2 houses down from Levi and his family. In 1880, he would be living in Polo, Arkansas on a farm. The census shows that his son George was deaf. Levi would pass from this life on May 4, 1885, in Berryville, Arkansas. He was 61 years old. He is buried in the Bunch Cemetery in Berryville, Carroll County, Arkansas.